All right, welcome back, guys. We are doing our first ever post match together, and we are all in different
Yeah, man.
countries. What country are you in,
Yeah,
bro? What country?
I'm from Ivory Coast, bro.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm from UK.
Why, Fabian? Why does it look like you're wearing an England jersey? Isn't that supposed to be Ganesh? Okay, but we get right to it because we have a big game to dissect, and all three of us watched the game. United versus Arsenal, the big Super Sunday.
Yeah.
Yay! I mean, I'm not really happy actually because
You were yelling for the result, right?
but honestly, I'm not really happy. I actually wanted it to be a draw or United win because Arsenal are our main competitors. But maybe I got first to Ganesh because Ganesh was the most emotional during and after the game. So Ganesh, share with us your thoughts right after the game, how you felt because I think you said some very controversial things.
I I heard you
Yeah.
flip table, bro.
I almost flipped the table. I mean, guys, seriously, I was at the end of the match. I was so angry and frustrated because this is one of the rare occasions where United were the better team against Arsenal and we lost the game. And it's not just we were better; we were just like almost on all areas we were better. All right, we didn't really give Arsenal much of a chance to sniff at our goal. The chances they got also were not, I would say, were saved well and also wasn't really as good as the chances we created. And I was really disappointed because we outplayed Arsenal and we ended up on the losing side. But down the years, I do recall the 2005 FA Cup final, the Old Trafford loss in 2007 under Sir Alex Ferguson. We were the better team at that time and we lost against Arsenal. So that's football, guys. We can't do much about it. I was really angry and frustrated. I was bantering Arsenal so badly. I feel a bit bad for that, but
You
now
were
when I'm calmed down, I feel bad for that.
thought you were
You feel bad,
supporting
huh?
Arsenal for a while, bro. What happened? Huh?
What to do, bro? I'm so angry,
He
bro.
changed his
They
mind,
they
bro.
didn't deserve to win and they won, so I was so pissed. That's why I say those
But
things.
that's how it is. How
I
many
mean,
times?
honestly, guys, bro, in a week's time, I'm going to be happy when Arsenal wins. But I was really angry that day when they
So
lost. All
Ar-
right.
minus the two games, he'll be an Arsenal supporter, lah.
Arsenal fans don't want this type of fans, bro. Kasih hantam and then
Okay,
after
bro. I'm
that.
still a United fan.
But
I'm always a United fan,
you
bro.
know that United also when they part of being a champion winning team, championship winning team is that you win when you don't play well, right? So United used to do that a lot. So you cannot say the best team didn't win is the frustrating thing because United have many times come to Anfield, park the bus, survive by nicking a goal like John O'Shea's goal that you will never forget, uh, that ruined my
Yeah.
day. So you guys did the same thing as well. Taste of your
Hey, but
own
we defended
medicine.
well, bro.
Mana ada bro.
It-
Okay lah, maybe lah.
We used our defender to score some more.
Yeah, okay. So that is
yeah,
Ganesh
that
thoughts.
was.
Okay, I know Ganesh, that's how you felt. Maybe I just get Fab's reaction after the game. I mean, I think you felt about the same, but maybe a bit different.
For me, I felt it was a missed chance and also Arsenal's dark arts at its best. Because the moment I saw the starting lineup, I thought we were going for probably a draw and trying to match Arsenal's attacking prowess. But at the end, when the game started and the way we controlled the game, had a strong possession, shots on target, recovery from the ball, the defensive voice, and towards attack, the way we carried from defense to attack, and we switched on very fast. So we actually would have deserved at least a goal, but unfortunately we didn't. But our main Achilles heel was our defense lah. Our goalkeeper let us down, and we couldn't come back from there.
Okay, my opinion, I
Credit
guess.
to Arsenal, guys. Oh, it's okay.
Oh yeah, my opinion is that I missed the first 3 minutes I was in the toilet, but after that I watched the first goal and I realized for me when I saw it, I thought it's a foul on the keeper because Saliba is really sticking it. I mean, this is why I hate Arsenal, man. The dark arts,
Arteta at his best lah. Dark
yeah,
arts lah.
it's the dark arts kind of crap here.
Yeah,
The
yeah, true.
Mourinho kind of style to win a game, and it's clearly a tactic. It's a clearly a tactic, and they do it in every corner kick. And I feel
Yeah.
bad for the keeper because it's hard. He should be stronger, but then I do feel it's if he had fallen down, it would have been a foul. If he had like
Yeah,
thrown
possible.
himself down of a fake dive, it would have been a foul.
I think he
Any
wanted to do
idea why
himself.
the guys? Any idea why VAR was not used throughout the game.
What do you mean throughout the game?
We
Oh yeah, yeah.
VAR
There was a
was
penalty also, right? Penalty shout.
there was a penalty shootout also, but I think VAR is more on not a stop start level. I guess this one is more on a real life scenario. So you're not stopping the game just to check
It
the
has to be
VAR.
clear and obvious. So I think that's why
Mm.
if it was not clear and obvious for them to, they'll go with the on-field decision. That's usually the case. And yeah, that's what you get sometimes. I think if United, the keeper was smarter and more experienced, he would have done a dive or at least made a shout. You know how players shout, right? Oh, fall down. So if he would have done that, I think it would have gotten the attention of the referee and forced him to make a decision. But because he
I think
didn't,
our keeper was not that commanding, lah, bro. He was not commanding his area, and he was expecting that himself being crowded. He was actually in the middle. He could at least like what you say, he would have just dived and fall over and overact a bit,
mm,
and would have given a foul, but he just wanted to follow the right way,
yeah,
and
I'm
I
not
think
saying this
it didn't
lightly.
pay
You know,
off.
I really am saying this
It didn't pay off.
based on there was a recent game Arsenal played against Man City played against Liverpool. I think they did the same thing with Allison, Arsenal or Man City, and Allison fell down. I think, and I think he shouted or whatever. It was a soft one as well, but he got the free kick. You see, so I don't know how these referees
He's
work,
not
lah.
experienced enough, lah. I think for a keeper, he's not experienced enough to do all these things. He was too direct, lah.
Okay,
But anyway, he's not a commanding goalkeeper, lah, to me, if you ask me, because this is not the first
Pers-
time. Last season also,
Personally,
he let in goal from the corner kicks as well. He didn't learn his lesson.
true. I agree with that.
okay. So
Personally, I'm
overall,
very disappointed with United because
sorry, Ganesh, go
personally
ahead.
I'm very disappointed with United because they did not strengthen their goalkeeping department yet. They were supposed to do it. Donnarumma is still available. I do not know why they are. I hope after this game they will really take it seriously because pundits have already started to raise concerns on how far United are going to go this season if they are going to leave their goalkeeping department at what they have right now.
I don't think they can challenge or win anything if they don't get a goalkeeper.
I don't think
You're
they'll go
right.
for Donnarumma, bro.
What the hell? He's only 26 million, man. He's way cheaper than
You
Martinez.
buy lah,
Yeah,
bro.
but City is going
Come
for
on,
him.
sponsor United lah.
City is going for him, so it's almost a done deal. Anyway, I think I also heard rumors that David De Gea might be coming back. That's it's a very positive thing if he comes back, lah.
Honestly, if that
Bro,
happens, I will still be quite happy.
wow, you guys are
Hey,
very
David
loyal.
De Gea, even though he's not a ball playing player, but he's a keeper, but he's a very good shot stopper.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the most important thing we
I
need as
mean,
a
that's
keeper,
how
bro.
bad United's keeper situation is. That sometimes you have to go back to some old legends because technically De Gea is a legend lah. There, even though it ended not so well.
And goalkeepers can last for 40 over years, so
Okay lah, bro. That
they
means
can still play
we all
beyond.
we all can still play lah. Okay, so
We definitely
overall,
happy, bro.
I wanted to check with you, you guys. Okay, that's the defense. That's the bad side. But we also
Mm.
noticed United played some fantastic football, and I think it's the first time. Okay, there's a few stats you're not going to like to hear, lah. I think it's the first time United have not won a game against Arsenal 6 or 7 games in a row.
This is the 7th game in a row.
7 games in
Yep.
a row, right? And secondly, I think United in the past five seasons, they know how to play against the big teams and they smash and grab, get counter attack goals. This time is the first time I think they control a game against a big 16. Like they really control the game and they dominated
Yeah.
the play, but they just the most crucial part they didn't have, which is scoring the goal. So your thoughts on United's
All right.
dominant performance?
Okay. First and foremost, I was quite surprised. I didn't expect Brian Mbeumo and also Cunha to play that well. I mean, it was quite unexpected. The link play and also the pace of Mbeumo and how he knocked away the defenders and ran past them.
Bro, you
That's
finally
crazy.
pronounced his name correctly.
Not Kinder Bueno, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, but honestly, guys, I mean, he was really good. But I have to also highlight Luke Shaw and also Patrick Dogu. These guys were fantastic on the left side of the wing. They did the hard job and defended well. They kept Arsenal's attack really at bay, and Dogu had a superb shot. My goodness, it hit the post. I was wondering that would be a contending for goal of the season. if it had entered seriously. And Cunha, I think he had 2 shots on target. I'm so disappointed, really. They played so well, and to end up being on the losing side must have been really hard. But credit to Amorim, we have to really give credit to the manager, because it looks to me that he has really used this summer to gel the team, to really play as a team, and to buy into his tactics. And they are really doing just that. This is the first time I'm seeing in many years that United are actually dominating a game and seriously fighting for every ball and winning back balls, pressing, running back. Fab, what's that? Their tricks and all these things they're doing in the link play. It's crazy. I mean, it is really, really, really something great is going on in the club right now. I can see that, but
Okay.
we really need to have the goals.
Okay, I think it's interesting that you mentioned that, because yeah, I think it's also something we all can see that there is improvement from back to front in terms of their playing style. Minus the error from Bayern, he was actually playing okay with the ball at his feet. He was passing the ball. He was not like shaky aside from the goal. So there is seems to be something in the training grounds it's working. Fabs, is there a concern that United's home record last season was quite bad? It was quite bad in terms of defeats and the pressure the fans put on the players, and the Old Trafford became sort of like the theater of nightmares or something, right? So, do you think it's a worry that for United's home record this season, whether they can maintain a strong home record?
Actually, our home, we need to build our home as a fortress first, and then we can tackle our away games. But overall, we can't give a lot of flack on United, because this first, we're already aware that the first 6 games is going to be a tough game for us. And starting off our season with Arsenal is going to be difficult. But anyway, we all throughout every player's performance, they've really lived up to the expectations. If you can see
True.
player by player, last season versus this season, they've really improved very well. Last season, Delete played
Exactly.
very badly. This season, Delete is stepping up to the plate. And Casemiro is playing to his strengths. You know that he'll be left ball watching because of his speed and his pace. But seemingly, we managed to cover his weaknesses as well. And you've mentioned Shaw. Actually, I would like to mention Lenny Euro. Lenny Euro is a star, because he's really
Yeah, I
bringing the
forgot to
ball
mention
up from
him, but
defense.
bro, forgive me.
Yeah, because he's the guy. Whenever midfield is always congested, they will always pass it to him, and he is the outlet to bring it forward. And I
Yeah.
see that he's very comfortable with the ball, and also the link up play between Mbemo, Cunha, and Mason Mount. Mason Mount also played very well, and also Bruno. They've been interlinking very well, and also Ahmad Diallo came in the second half was superb. I think
Yes.
overall we can interlink and play, not even with or without Sesko, because each of them can actually cover the positions smartly as well. But I think the more key area now is the goalkeeping department. I don't think Onana will be a good standout performer for us. So he's also one mistake away from doing anything wrong. So
Yeah,
I
true.
think in the coming 2 weeks, keeper is the most important priority, I believe.
I'm just feeling really nervous, to be honest to you, because I do not know what to expect if we don't make any changes in the goalkeeping department. That is how nervous I really feel.
Okay. Yeah, understandable to be nervous as a United fan, because keeper is you need a keeper that is that how to say is commanding, like you said, Lafayette.
Bro, it is reminding me of the seasons during Fabian Barthez and during Roy Carroll. Those kind of clowns who used to make clown shows.
Sorry, it's Massimo Taibi, bro. You forgotten.
That's another guy. I think I wasn't watching with that time when he was around.
Massimo Taibi, Edwin Wendagao, all these fellas, all terrible fellas.
You, I mean, you'll take
Tim
time.
Howard.
It'll take time to get a good keeper to United.
Yeah, Fabian Barthez played quite okay lah. He was not that bad lah. The
No lah, but
one
then the
worst
thing is
is
he was quite a clown at times lah, but okay lah. But the worst was I think Roy Carroll and yeah, maybe that Tybee guy. But seriously, we can't afford that at this point of time lah. All our rivals have top keepers. David Raya, what's that? Ellison, and then who's that guy? City. Oh my goodness, we have to beat City to get Donnarumma, man. We I mean, I don't know what to say.
Okay, relax.
We have to beat City today.
Oh, I thought you were also City fan, bro. Then what happened now? Okay. Thanks for sharing that. Okay. I guess I did get your overall thoughts already. My one more question, maybe I want to ask you guys is um something that I noticed early on in the game. Mason Mount tracking back, Hunter left back to make a tackle on Saka. That was so shocking to see. Not only because Mason Mount gets injured, but I think that is a very good example of they're buying into the idea of what Amorim wants. Because I can see the
Exactly.
effort and the dedication to really track back. And this was the whole game. This was the whole game from a United front three for the first time I'm seeing. They actually
Yep.
tracked back even at the 90th minute.
Functions really well, right?
Yeah,
True.
it really shows me that because the way, if they want to look at Liverpool's model of Mane, Firmino, and Salah, for so many years, that's what they did. They scored the goals and they also did that. So if you can get your star players to do that, and technically you have to say Cunha, Sesko, and Mbeumo are, even though they are not elite yet, they are still top star players, lah, right? They're coming in as star players already. So I think that shows that they believe in what Amorim wants, lah. So what are your thoughts on that? United's front three and overall performance.
Let, let me tell you one thing, lah, bro. This is just the start of the season, and everyone is playing to what the managers are saying. But at the end of the day, we need to get the results coming in as well. Because I know I've been supporting United since post Ferguson. I've noticed if we don't get the results coming in, then players will start to get frustrated, and then they won't buy into the way to play, and that's where the downfall starts. So I understand Amorim is saying that we're playing very well, but at the end of the day, results matters. We still need to get some points down the back, and then we can talk about our system play is good or not. Because I think once we start winning or once we start scoring and winning, then we'll get our confidence back on track. And whatever the manager says will be sounds workable for them.
Okay,
Very
Ganesh,
true. I
your
agree with you,
thoughts?
bro. Very true what Fabian just said. I mean, honestly, I'm very happy to see the players doing that because we have not seen in ages, I would say, players really doing that. Please, just don't remind me of the Garnacho days. Seriously, it's just so frustrating to think of them because
Bro,
they
the
won't even bother
Garnacho
to
days
do
is
anything
just
but winning
recently, bro.
football.
It's not that long ago, bro.
Hey, bro, he's still around, bro. Bro, he's still
No,
around, bro. He's still around.
it makes him sounds like years, bro.
I mean, we had a lot of players. I think even under Ten Hag also, Ten Hag wanted those kind of things, but he never got it. But I have to give credit to Amorim that the players are buying into him, and let's hope this continues. But one more thing, like what Fabian said, which I totally second, is that if we don't get the results, yes, end of the day, the players could possibly revolt, and it could result in something else. So results really matters. I hope they start scoring goals. I hope Sesko gets his feet into the club, into the pitch, and starts banging the goals. We have to.
Okay.
We can't be all the time having 70% possession and end up losing the game. We can't be controlling teams and losing the game. The best
I
City
agree.
teams also were the ones that dominated the teams and also scored goals and won games. So we
Yeah,
got to do that,
because if
right,
you
guys?
minus that
Any
mistake,
other
right,
games?
it probably ended as a 0-0 draw, right? You minus
Yep.
that mistake. So I would say,
No, I think, guys, to be honest, if you minus that mistake, possibly we could have even won the game. We wouldn't know how the game would have unfolded at 0-0.
if it's 0
But
0, I
because
think the
we
higher chance of
conceded,
Arsenal winning is higher, bro, because they wouldn't have played
I
so
think
defensive.
I might agree with you, lah, Gabs, because if it's 0-0, the game is more open, lah, so we have more chances.
we're
Because
more
now
open and we would have.
with them with them leading, it would be difficult because they are putting more men on the ball.
Hmm.
True, true.
Okay, I disagree. I do think that
Mm.
Arsenal would have played differently if they didn't get that goal. Arsenal have this really bad habit of once they get a goal, they play really terribly and they just put 10 men behind the ball and defend. And even with that,
But yep,
sorry, bro.
go ahead, go ahead, go
Yeah,
ahead, go
but
ahead.
even with that 10 men behind the ball, United, because of Cunha's dribbling ability, they were able to penetrate so many times. So, yeah.
But did you
I
see
think
Cunha how he ran past the Arsenal defense out? There's one part he just ran past 5, 6 guys,
Yeah,
man.
bro, I
I
watched
tell
the
you
game,
that
bro.
I can't.
Yeah, it reminds me
Yeah,
of
I
Tevez.
know you saw it, bro. I
But
mean, I've not seen, let's be honest, we have not seen a United player doing that for ages, bro. Running past 5, 6 guys in a row. That is something really extraordinary, to be
even
honest.
Arsenal players were shocked, bro. I think they didn't expect that. That was some really
Yeah.
schools.
Hey, I mean, honestly, this guy is going to be a big star for us, man. I mean,
Sashi,
it's
you
just
mentioned just now Arsenal going to be down to 10 men. Yeah, you're right. Because I think in Luke Shaw's pocket was Saka.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I
I
love Luke Shaw, man. The way he blocks Saka, seriously, I just enjoyed every second of it, really.
Saka had an off game. Rice also had a very bad game. Saka
How about
was
the number one striker in the world, bro? Goikarez.
your
How about
favorite
his
player,
off day?
right? Mm.
You wanted him to come to Man United,
No, I
right?
think he had an off day, lah. But you asked me on the podcast before about Doctor. What did I say? He won't work out, right? So far, it didn't look good to him, but for him in terms of his day. But I think he will work out at Arsenal. I think it's just a matter of
But
time.
if you
Yeah,
look at
guys. I
it,
mean,
Arsenal are trying to play a different game. So I think that's why they got caught offside. You know why? They brought in Zubimendi. Zubimendi and Gyökeres had a good understanding of passing and all. And Saka was not able to read their mind, the way they play. So I think it could be different. Lah. But I think as the season goes, they might they might adapt to it. Lah.
yeah.
Okay, it's a wrap,
It's good that we
guys.
play. It's a good we play at the early season, so we got a chance, lah, but we didn't take it.
I mean, Goikarez still has 37 games to prove himself, so nothing is lost yet. I feel the media are just overhyping the whole thing, like, it's just one bad
Yeah.
game. You can't judge a person as bad. Our striker also didn't score a goal, so
Nobody said he was
it's fine,
bad, bro. The
guys.
media didn't say he was bad. I don't know what
No,
fake news
I mean,
TV you're watching.
the way the comments came in.
This is social media comments. All I don't follow, bro. I'm talking about
No,
legitimate
but
news.
bro,
No, the
it's not
pundits,
just
the
the social media
pundits,
comments, bro.
the
Bro, the
pundits, right?
his statistics on that day, all right?
Yeah, but
His statistics overall was
his stats were
really
bad. But
bad.
you just told me that the media was slamming him. The media didn't slam him.
Yeah, the media was also slaughtering him.
No, they weren't.
I mean, that's
What
part
media
of
are you watching? Media wasn't slaughtering him,
bro. What
bro.
the media said? No, slaughtering him. Not literally. What I mean is that they were just saying that he didn't perform and all this stuff, which is
Who is
common,
they?
But of course, yeah, he didn't perform, bro. I mean, seriously.
You said
He was referring to the UK media, bro.
okay, bro. Maybe you're following different news. I need to subscribe to that. But yeah, so far,
Okay, guys. Then man, it's okay.
so far, I mean, yeah, I didn't see. I mean, all the post match they didn't really slam.
I mean, I read quite a number of news, lah. How I think I follow different channels too, lah. So possibly, lah, guys.
Okay, lah, bro. Yeah, probably different news outlets. But anyway, it's a wrap for our first post match. And it's such an awesome game to cover, guys. A Super Sunday
Yep.
smashing performance. I was hoping to see more goals, but
Smash and grab.
sadly it didn't really happen. It would have been awesome to see Cunha scoring, Gokares scoring, and whatever. But it didn't happen. I guess the game of the weekend was Liverpool versus Bournemouth. What a game to start the season.
Don't shock Sudiri, lah, bro.
Okay, but
Back from the dead, bro.
sorry.
Yeah, I know. Back from the dead.
Yeah, man, that was a lucky scrape. But anyway, guys, so for those of you watching, thank you so much for tuning in. Or if you're listening to us, thank you so much for listening. We will be doing this post-match coverages, basically right after matches over the weekends. So you might be seeing this
Yep.
this new segment coming up. So let us know your thoughts. What did you think of the game as a United fan, as a Liverpool fan? What are your thoughts? Or if you
Yeah,
just
man.
if you support some other
Yes.
club and you
Do
just
subscribe and follow us always, man.
yeah, if you
Yes, please follow us always. We will share with you our wild emotions after the game. So I hope you'll be ready to really get tense by hearing to our comments.
Huh? What, bro? I don't know what you're telling, but okay. All right. Thank
Whatever way to
bro,
bring the
because,
subscribers,
Bro,
subscribe.
you know
lah.
me, bro. I'm very emotional, bro, after the game. So yeah.
Yeah, I think all of us are emotional, bro. Don't worry.
Arteta will be calling you again, bro.
Through ball emotions, bro.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Ciao.